boy.
So
Okay.
about divorce, the devastating effects of having your whole, existence just disrupted, and your home and your family just, broken.
Yeah, so as I was saying, that when divorce happens, the child is devastated because the
Mm,
two people that he or she thought should bring warmth and love together at the same place, same home, now are separating. And that it's confusing in our, I mean, culturally, parents don't even communicate they're divorcing. You're just surprised that ubaba ageko, like bababa, like you just realize that your father is not coming back home. And if you are to ask, it's either you will be told or you will be told, no, don't worry about it, until you are matured enough or you grow older enough to understand that your father has moved out because there is separation that occurred. And I must
mm,
say that when that happens, the child sometimes our teenagers think is their fault. They also think maybe they did something wrong to make the parents separate, and that is solely because it's not communicated as such, and it doesn't make sense that they should separate to the teenager, because every child wants the two parents together. That is why you find they have such a struggle.
mm,
They struggle with the fact that the other parent does not love them, and it also sometimes these two people are fighting so much that you find that the other parents keeps feeling this child with information that might be true or not true, and that
mm.
further complicates how this teenager would deal with such separation. And I must say that when that occurs as well with teenagers, they think they did something wrong. And that would mean it's either they go and do the opposite, trying to heal the pain. Sometimes you find these teenagers, they don't believe anymore in anyone, they don't trust anyone because, their trust has been broken. And at
Mm.
that time, sometimes you find that the teen would think maybe it's if my parents separated, if they've divorced, then life is not worth living, because you find that they wanted the two parents together as any child would wish. So that brings a lot of emotions, and teenagers can be overwhelmed when two parents divorce or when
Yeah.
divorce occurs.
So perhaps then we should put this on record, and we should be explicit in telling young people that they are not the cause for the separation
Mhm.
of parents.
Mhm.
No young person is the cause for parents
Yeah.
divorcing. Because in actual fact, it is the parents that came together first to
Yeah.
make the child. They had a relationship before the child came. So
Mhm.
it is not the child or the young person's responsibility to try and fix the relationship of the parents.
Right.
That
Mhm.
is the responsibility of the parents. So
Mhm.
what we are saying is that yes, it is painful when parents divorce, but it is not your fault as a young person. So
Right,
you
right.
so please don't think that you have failed in any way, and don't think that you must be punished for anything just because
Right.
your parents they decided that they cannot be together anymore. That is
And
not
and ad,
the reason
yeah. And
to commit suicide.
yeah. And additionally to that, remember that divorce is preceded by a lot of fights and arguments and
Yeah.
physical abuse between the two. So you can bear with me that by the time the two divorce, the child has observed a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, had a lot of arguments in the bedroom. Even sometimes they will carry to the sitting room. They would even fight in front of children. And that on its own is traumatic to this teen who's observing such. And at times when they're so frustrated, when the parents are arguing, some
Yes.
parents would even go to an extent where they would just, come back having drunk. They come back drunk and knowing that they are going to cause a sin because there was something that was not resolved between the two. And that impacts on the teen who's listening in on the arguments, who's hearing every word when they are swearing at each other. And that confuses the teenager. And hence I'm saying that, when that occurs, it overwhelms. And one might just think, if my two parents who are supposed to love each other, they are fighting every single day, then what is the reason for me to live? You have the reason to live because you are your own person. You cannot define yourself through your parents. And you are your own person, hence you have your own brains, you have your own eyes, your ears, your head. Everything belongs to you. They are part of you because you are, they're your parents, but they are not a part of you such that they should determine your existence. And your future lies before you. So better be bold and face the facts to say, I might not be able to, tell yourself and say, I might not be able to fix my parents' relationship, but at least I have control over my own life. And that is a gift. So you cannot kill yourself. You are not alone. So many children around this world are going through the exact same thing where they discover parents are separate. And sometimes you find the parents have separated. Now there is no support. Financial support has also ceased. So there is adjustment to be made. This teenager was used to being given, money, a monthly allowance. The father left. When the father leaves, now there's no allowance. Get used to it, adjust to life, because life is all about adjusting. And when you make a choice to say, I might not have money now because my dad is not sending money, or I might be struggling now because the situation at home has changed. But at the end of the day, if you look forward to your future, some things will change in the future. It won't stay like that. So you need to take courage and move forward. Move forward. You cannot kill yourself. Killing yourself
No,
is not the solution.
it's not a
Yeah.
solution at all. It's not a solution
Yeah.
at all. And as much as other young people have gone through the same issue as well,
Mhm.
it still hurts, and
It
it will
does.
hurt. It will hurt. It still hurts. We are not saying that it is normal. It can never be normal. No hurt is normal. But what we
Yeah.
are saying is that you can overcome it. Many people have overcome it. It hurts right now, but
Right.
please don't cut your life short. Don't cut your dreams short because of this. And also don't think that your own life will turn out like that of your parents.
Right.
As you were talking about the fights that happen with the couples parents now who are separating in the initial stages of a divorce, there is a lot of arguments over which parent will stay with the
Mhm.
child, and sometimes a
Mhm.
child will then want to stay with one parent, and then
Mhm.
they won't be allowed to. There is also those kinds of things that children will feel like, no man, life is so bad, you know.
Mhm.
And even at that, you know, it is not worth losing your life over. It will pass.
Right. Right.
It will.
It will pass. Definitely.